So, as we studied the law of conservation of energy for a freely falling body, so we have proved that at every point when the object is falling freely from the certain height, at every point, the sum of the potential energy and kinetic energy is always remains constant. That is what we have derived. Is it true or not, guys? So sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy, who is to call together, what we is to call? All of you? Who is to call as?
Mechanical.
Mechanical. So, as we have taken, one object is falling from a certain height, and that object is having some mass m, and as it is falling freely from the certain height, as we know, when it is above from the ground, it is only possessing one energy. What is that energy, everybody? Potential energy. So when it is started traveling or falling freely from the towards to the ground, so potential energy converting into what energy? Omar? Potential energy converting into kinetic energy. From the initial position, if you consider a body is traveled x distance, okay, and that is the position of the object B, position of the object. That is what B we will say. Now, by this time, it will attains the velocity. What is the velocity attains by that body? Vitakshri, we have considered what? The velocity attains by the body at position B, V1, and after that it will directly reaches to the just above surface of the ground, because once it will touch the ground, entire energy will become zero. So at position C, it is just above from the ground at a distance of h minus x. So here, if you have been find, again the sum of the kinetic energy plus potential energy remains constant. So we have calculated a potential energy and kinetic energy at point A, so that finally we got mechanical energy, total energy or mechanical energy. You can put it your choice. Like you can write neatly you or whatever you are convenient. So sum of the potential energy plus kinetic energy at point A, which is equals to what, guys? So as we all know, potential energy is equals to mgh plus at point A, kinetic energy is what? All of you, zero. So the sum of the potential energy plus kinetic energy or total energy is equals to mgh at point A. Is it right or wrong, everybody? Yes, please. And at point B, if I have taken Mr. Omar, because of you, again I'm just revising. At point B, if I have taken, body is already traveled some x distance. So some amount of potential energy converting into what energy? Kaushik, some of the potential energy converting into kinetic energy. But whatever the loss in potential energy, which is equals to gain in potential kinetic energy. Is it right? Metakshri, can you repeat the statement? So if I'll say, for example, initially I'm having 100 joules of energy. That is what potential energy. Kinetic energy is zero. Now after traveling x distance, now I'm saying potential energy become 50 joules. Means remaining 50 joules of energy converting into which energy? Everybody? All of kinetic energy. Now, when I'm touching the ground, 100 joules of kinetic energy means potential energy completely converting into which energy?
Zero. Kinetic energy.
Completely it will be converting into kinetic energy. So, what is the potential energy value? Zero. So, all of you remember that the loss in potential energy, the loss in potential energy. You can represent P or you can represent EP, your choice, which is equals to gain in kinetic energy. Yes or no, guys? The loss in potential energy is equals to gaining kinetic energy. That is what you have to remember. So, whatever the body, the potential energy lost by the body is equals to the kinetic energy gained by the body. Is it right or wrong? Everyone? Yes. So, if you have taken at point B, as we all know, again we can solve. So, finally, we will get potential energy is equals to what we will get, guys? Potential energy. All of you. So we will get kinetic energy. EK is equals to mgx we will get, and EP is equals to potential energy is equals to mgh minus mgx. So if you have done the addition, if you add this both, Mr. Kaushik, rejoin in the meeting. Still now your mic is not activated. Means you are not joined. If my guess is true, you are not listening also the class. So now, if we'll add at point B, if we'll add these two, so what is the total energy or mechanical energy, Mr. Omar? Mechanical energy at point B. Mechanical energy at point B is equals to sum of this kinetic plus potential. So mgh minus mgx plus mgx. So this both will get cancelled. So what is the total energy, everybody? Total energy equals to mgh. So that is what total energy, or we will say mechanical energy. So whatever it is, still it is remains mgh. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please. So next, at point C. At point C, so as we know, at point C, what is the height of the ground? Height from the ground, body. At point C, what is the height from the ground? Everybody. Body is almost reaches to the ground. So what is the height of the body from the ground? Everybody?
0, sir.
Equals to 0. So potential energy will become how much? Everybody?
0, sir.
0 to 0. So which is equals to everything 0 joules. Now kinetic energy is equals to, as we all know, a body will attain maximum. That is what we all know, kinetic energy formula half mv square, correct? So we will find from this. So from the third equation of motion, we'll get v square is equals to 2gh. So if we'll substitute in the formula, so what we'll get, guys? Half into m into v square into 2 into v square means 2gh. Sorry, v square means 2gh. So what will happen, everybody? 2 will get cancelled. Okay. So what is remaining, everybody? 2gh. So 2 will get cancelled. So what is remaining, guys? mgh. So at point C also, mechanical energy is equals to 0 plus mgh. That is what potential energy plus kinetic energy, which is equals to mgh. So have you all noticed it? At point C, understanding? So, sorry, at point A is equals to point B is equals to point C. So, at every point, the total energy remains constant. Have you noticed it, everybody? All of you? So, total energy remains constant, but what energy converted when the freely falling body? All of you. Potential energy is completely converting into which energy? Everybody? Kinetic energy. That is what you have to remember. Okay. So now, all of you observe here. If you notice it very carefully, now from this observation, Mr. Omar, still doubt? You have doubt? Please ask me. Good morning, everyone.
No, sir.
Good morning, Arun. Clear, Omar? Noor? Pakilan call to that Gokul. Okay, now let us make, if you are having still doubt, please let me know. I will explain you. So let us make a discussion from these 3 points. Shall we start now, everybody? So if you all observe very carefully, that is not the new point. Just I want to make the graphical representation. You might be notice it in point A. Observe very carefully. From point A to C, tell me, point A which energy is maximum and point C which energy is maximum? Everybody? Yes, please.
So potential energy is maximum at point A, sir.
Potential energy is maximum at point A and point C potential energy is what? Minimum. Is it yes or no? All of you, minimum not zero it is. Is it right or wrong? All of you. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now that is. So next, kinetic energy. Tell me kinetic energy. Kinetic energy at point A, what? Everybody.
Zero, sir.
But when it is falling downwards, kinetic energy increasing or decreasing?
Increase.
Increasing.
Kinetic energy is increasing. So at point C, kinetic energy is maximum. Is it right or wrong? Everybody? Yes, please. So now, first point, let us see that. All of you write first point. So when we are going down, potential energy is decreasing or increasing? Everybody? Yes, please. Decreases. That is the first discussion. So let me graph it. Potential energy, all of you observe. Potential energy of a body, potential energy of a body decreases as the body falls downwards. As the body falls downwards. Mr. Aswin, good morning. Mr. Gokul, good morning. Late. Falls downwards. Okay? Means that is from falls downwards from A to C. Is it right or wrong? Everybody, will you accept it or not? All of you. Yes, please. No. So where potential energy is maximum, everybody? Potential energy is maximum at which point?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So potential energy is maximum at A. Clear? And zero at where? At A. And zero at where, guys? Yes, please. Zero.
At 0.
So, we can plot the variation of potential energy with the height as shown in figure, if you are representing the graph. So observe, okay. So let us take as it is freely falling body. So if I have drawn the graph as it is, height is increasing. Please remember, height keep on increases. H it is. Height is keep on increases. Potential energy decreases or increases? Everybody? All of you?
Increases.
Yes, please. So this is potential energy. Please remember. Clear, Mitakshri? Abhirami?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now tell me how the graph will come. Everybody. So potential energy, height is maximum. Potential energy is what? Yes, please. All of you.
Maximum, sir.
Maximum. Understanding? So potential height is maximum. Potential energy is also maximum. That is what you have to remember. So the first graph, the first point, see that potential energy is maximum. Height is also maximum. Now height is decreases. Potential energy decreases. Height is decreases. Potential energy decreases. So how the graph will come, Hari? So if you'll observe, all of you, the graph will come like this. Clear, Hari? Reverse graph. See, height is keep on increase. Height maximum, potential energy is maximum. If height keep on decreases, potential energy also decreases. Is it okay? Everybody? So here what point will come? Point A or point C? This is point A and this is what? Everybody? Point. Yes, please. Point A and this is point C. Is it okay? Mitakshri, Kaushik, Sanjay,
Yes, sir.
that is what you have to remember. Omar, understand Omar? Height is maximum, potential energy is maximum. Height is minimum, potential energy is minimum. Zero. Purima Omar, Noor. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That is what you have to remember. Please remember that. Next, second point. So, point two. Anybody tell me what is the point two? So, potential energy over. Potential energy next, what energy? Everybody. Kinetic energy.
Kinetic.
So, if the body is falling down, kinetic energy decreases or increases? Everybody.
Increases.
Kinetic
Increases.
energy increases. Akilan, understand Akilan?
Yes, sir.
As the body falls downwards. As the body falls downwards. So height is decreasing. Kinetic energy increases or decreases or kinetic energy when the body is coming closer to the ground. So kinetic energy increases or decreases? Increases. So kinetic energy is zero at some point. Where guys? Anybody? At the point where?
At point A, sir.
Point A. At point A means maximum height or minimum height. Abhirami, Sanjay, Aswin, maximum height or minimum height. At point A means all of you.
Maximum height, sir.
Maximum height. Understanding? Next. At point A and next. So 0 and maximum at point C. Maximum at point C. Maximum at point C means when? Before touching the. Please respond. Before touching the where?
Ground, sir.
Before touching the ground. That is you have to remember. So I will draw the floating. So this is kinetic energy. EK. Now, Omar, Purima Omar.
Yes, sir.
Now, height is maximum. Potential energy, sorry, kinetic energy, 0 or maximum. Height is maximum. So at point A, this is at point A. I want response everyone. At point A, height is maximum. Potential energy 0 or, oh, sorry, kinetic energy 0 or maximum. Kinetic energy
Zero, sir.
0. Now, height is at point C. Height is almost 0. So that kinetic energy is what, Hari? Kinetic energy is what?
Maximum, sir.
Maximum. So plot will come. How if you'll plot the graph? How the graph will come? The graph will come like this. Clear, Mitakshri? I want response from you all people. Okay, so that is what you have to remember it. Understand, Aswin? Aswin Balaji? I don't know what you people will do. So that is the graph. So this is the point A. Omar, understand, Omar? So this is at point C. So point C and this is at point A. Any doubt, anybody can ask. Clear? So what is this? Variation of potential energy with the height. So observe, height is maximum. So that kinetic energy is what? Minimum or maximum? 0. Yes or no? So that is why point is here. Now height is keep on decreasing. Check it. This is indicating height is maximum. Now height is keep on decreasing. Height is keep on decreasing means we have to go like this or like this. Everybody, we have to come like this. Is it yes or no? All of you? Yes, please. Nobody is answering. Yes or no? So height will be like this. So that energies keep on increases. See that energy become maximum at point C. So that you have to remember this is how the plot will come. Okay, Omar, Sanjay, Abhirami.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is next. Third one. So at every point, somebody remains constant. Who is remains constant? All of you. Whatever the height, somebody remains constant. What is that? We have been concluded at point A and point B and point C. Total energy remains constant. That is what? What is the total energy called as? Everybody. Who is
Mechanical.
mechanical energy. Okay, Harish. Just call once to Kaushik because I know Kaushik is not in meeting because he's till now he never become active. He's a speaker. Just call once. He'll be sleeping. I know that. Just call once. So that is now. Let us see total energy. So at every point, what is the total energy, guys? Remains constant or not? All of you. Yes, please. So, is there any change in variation in total energy, Abhirami, Akilan?
No,
Total
sir.
energy. So, no change in total energy. So, that is mechanical energy of a freely falling body. Please write. Total energy. Mechanical energy of a freely falling body. Mechanical energy of a freely falling body remains what, guys? No, remains constant with height. Is it okay? Clear? So, how the graph will come? So, let us discuss. So, whatever the height and whatever the place, so mechanical energy remains what? Everybody remains, all of you, remains constant. Is it yes or no? That is what you have to remember it. So, if you have taken total energy, that is what E, that is only mechanical energy. So, always it is what, guys? Always remains constant or varies? Yes, please. Mechanical energy remains what, Umar? Remains constant. So no change in energy. So whatever the height, energy always remains constant. So no variation. So that is what you have to remember. Clear, everybody? Any doubt, anybody can ask. Aswin, Gokul,
Yes, sir.
that is what. Any doubt you can ask. Arun, understand, Arun? So always constant. That is why it will come straight line. Please write. Any doubt with Akshri?
No, sir.
So once it is over, then we will go with the solving the question. So please all of you draw. Have you understand the graphs now? How it will vary? So now, if you will observe, if I will take height in y-axis, then the graphs will changes. That will you able to do it or not? Everybody? Yes, please. Understand, Amma? If height will varies, then graphs will vary. Graph will come opposite. Okay, va? Are you clear? That you have to remember. If x-axis, if y-axis height will come and x-axis potential energy will come, then graph will vary. Is it okay? Everybody will be able to do it or not? But we will take all potential energy in x-axis, y-axis and height in x-axis. That is why the graphs will be like this. Is it okay, everybody? So variation of potential energy with the height, this graph. So hope all of you understand. There is no doubt. So you can able to solve. Now, let us, is it completed? Everybody, Mr. Aswardhan, Harish, Arun,
Yes, sir.
Gokul, Akilan. So this is the three graphs. Now, your book you'll be having, all of you take your NCERT book. Now, you'll be having one law of conservation of question activity. Now, we are going to solve that and we are going to prove that the law of conservation of energy, what it will say is, energy neither be created nor be destroyed, and always it can be transferred, but it cannot be destroyed. Now, we are going to do this activity and we are going to prove that just above the ground. So you can see height at which object is located. So meters, 4 meters, 3 meters, 2 meters, 1 meter. Potential energy, kinetic energy, and total energy. EP plus EK. Total energy means what, guys? What is the name called as? Total energy means
Mechanical energy.
mechanical energy. Okay. So we have to prove that energy remains constant. Is it right or wrong? Always, everybody. So at any point, mechanical energy remains what? Constant. So shall we start this question, everybody? Shall we solve? All of you, please respond. So now, activity 11.15, very, very important one. So all of you read this question. An object of mass 20 kg is dropped from a height of how much, guys? Height of how much? Nobody. Height of how much?
4 meters, sir.
4 meter.
Now, fill in the blanks in the following table by computing the potential energy and kinetic energy in each case. So, shall we start following? If you are okay, then we'll proceed. So, mark it. Body is falling from which height? Everybody? So, activity, all of you remember, activity 11.15. So, body is falling from how much height? Harish?
4
Abhinavi?
meters, sir.
4 meters. So please make it. Body is falling at 4 meters and M is equals how much? They have given already. M is equals to 20 kg. Okay. So that is what. So what is the maximum height? Omar, what is the maximum height of the body?
4 meters,
Maximum
sir.
height of the body, 4 meters. Okay. Next, body came to 3 meters. 3 meters height. So what is the distance traveled by body till this point? All of you, let me take this point A and now this is at point B. So what is the distance traveled by the body till here? Yes, please. How much, guys? Hurry, at every point you have to find hurry. Okay, next, body came to point C. That is what, again 20 kg, point C, and again now from the ground I will draw it neatly. Again traveled 1 meter. Now again it came to, okay, 1 meter distance. So again 20 kg. So this is, let me take point D. Now just above the ground. So it came to just above the ground. So till here. So all of you draw this image. Are you clear now, image, Omar? Yes, please. So this is the total height. Total height is how much? Total height is 4 meters. Okay. Now, at point B, what is the height above from the ground? I want to know from you all mouth. What is the point? What is the height above from the ground? Let me take this is total height and this is H1. H1 equals how much, guys? 3 meters. Yes or no? Yes, please. Next, at point C, what is the total height from the ground? Yes, please. 2 meters. And at point D, above from the ground is how much? 1 meter. And here, last point at point D, just above the ground. Just above from the ground. Please make it. Above from ground. So, totally we have to find now 4 cases. They are asking us. So let us find it, all the 4 cases. Sorry, 5 cases now, just above from the ground also. So now at point A, so please respond. At point A. So what is the height, guys? At point A, I want to know the answer from you all. At point A, what is the height of the body above from the ground? Everybody,
4 meters.
4 meters. Very good. Now, what is the G value? Abrami, let me take 10 meter per second square. Now, what is the body mass? Mass of the body?
20 kgs.
20 kg. Okay. Now, we all know potential energy at the point A, only one energy body is having. What is that energy? Everybody?
Potential energy.
Potential energy. So kinetic energy is what? 0.
0.
mgh is equals to 20 into 10 into 4, which is equals to how much, guys? 10 to the 22s are, sorry, 24s are how much? Whatever it is, multiply it. How much it is? 200 into 4, which is equals to 800 joules. So at point A, what is the kinetic energy? Everybody? Kinetic energy is what? 0, because body is at rest. So body at rest. So what is the total energy? Everybody? Open your mouth. At this height, total energy is equals to EP plus EK, which is equals to 800 plus 0, which is equals to how many joules? All of you? 800 joules. Any doubt anyone can ask? Very good, Hari. Hari has done everything. Super, Hari. That is what I want. But others also should solve. A point solve. Meeting is going to end. Join back, everybody. Then only we can solve. Point A, finish it. Any doubt anybody can ask? Point A. Any doubt, everybody? Do it fast.